what I'm going to suggest to you is to write down your intentions of what you want for your family. And not necessarily how you're going to get there, because you may not know. What are your intentions for your career? Why do you want these things? Because I think the why is very important. The reason why I say the why is very important is because if you know why you want to do something, it's almost like gravity. It's going to pull you there.
By listening to my guests share how they are discovering their best self, you will discover the best part of you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Discover Your Best Self. So let's just hop right into it. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bar so that you can be a part of our community and you can know what's going on. You get all the notifications to know, when is Discover Your Best Self going to have a new episode? What's the next topic? Who we going to learn from today? So go ahead and subscribe now. Did you guys do it? All right, awesome. So I wanted to talk about being a mom. And it just kind of sounds a cliche, but we all go through it, y'all. I'm telling you, we all go through it, right? I have friends, family, and I think that this conversation is something that will always be top of mind, which is, what does the balancing act look like? How can we do it all? How do we work, come home, cook dinner, try to stay fine, do what we need to do to get things done, and then also spend time with our kids, give them that quality time, read with them at night or on the weekends, or taking them to go roller skating or the things that they want to do. How are all of those things done? And still have time for us, right? We want time to do something. I might want to go on a date. I might want to go with my girls to happy hour, whatever that may be. So I believe that life is not always going to balance. It's like a seesaw, right? Sometimes work might be more of a priority, and then it might start balancing out. But then here comes my child, and that's a priority. They have a sick day. So do I just not take care of them? No. I think about, how does my work, how can I include my family life with work? How can things all kind of revolve around each other? It's not that only work is the only important thing and that's the center, and then everything else around it is just like, oh, when I have time. That's not it. I feel like it all works together as a machine, right? You have each part of that machine, and all of those pieces operate. And for one piece to move, the other one has to be attached for the other one to move, so that they can all work together. And the reason why I say that is I was working a job where, I couldn't, I wouldn't have been able to give time to my family. I wouldn't be able to pick up my child on time. I live on the other side of town and go to appointments, 45 minutes, an hour and a half away. And it just was not going to work. So I told myself, I have to find something where I have benefits, where it's flexible, where I can still get my work done. I can work from home most of the time. It's not a problem if I need to go pick up my daughter or stand in the parent line. Listen, when I tell you about that parent line, that pickup line is real. Sitting there for an hour waiting for your child to come out of school because it's hundreds of parents lined up. When are you going to do that? A normal job will not allow me to go and do those things. So that was what I was looking for. And I think that when you set your intentions, right, and you know specifically what you want to do, you may not know how you're going to get there, but when you know what you want, I think things around you start to move in that direction because that's all you're concentrated on. So you have a heightened sense of opportunities. When you hear about opportunities or you meet someone and they're talking about, oh, this is a flexible position or these are the things that you can do, you're more aware of that, and then you're tuning in and you can catch those opportunities faster. So, what I'm going to suggest to you is to write down your intentions of what you want for your family and not necessarily how you're going to get there because you may not know. What are your intentions for your career? Why do you want these things? Because I think the why is very important. The reason why I say the why is very important is because if you know why you want to do something, it's almost like gravity. It's going to pull you there. And that's going to give you your motivation every day to get up and say, I have to find something to get me in this position. And I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to look for it. And I'm going to ask questions. And if you don't ask the right questions, you may not get in the door. So think about what you want in your life. What type of position? What type of work do you want to do? How can you fund your life and your lifestyle? If that's being an entrepreneur or if that's getting that job, at a company or moving to the next position, how do you want to get there? How do you want to present yourself? And start being intentional with your moves. And I guarantee you, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, will put you in a position to be able to be ready for that opportunity or to get you to that opportunity. You have to be ready. Excuse me. You have to be ready. So get out your notepad, start thinking about that, and be intentional with what you're doing. So I hope that this is helping you understand and know what you want more in your life, because there are some people who really don't know. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to not really know exactly what you want yet, but to have an idea and to start saying, you know what? Let me start writing these things down that I'm thinking about, and you'll start to create a life of what you desire, because now you're always thinking about it. And then, like gravity, I said, it'll pull you towards those opportunities. So keep discovering your best self. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Discover Your Best Self. And then you can also subscribe to the podcast here and on any of your podcast channels, iTunes, Spotify. All right, talk to y'all soon.
Thank you for listening to Discover Your Best Self. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. Follow us on Instagram at Discover Your Best Self.